Video number 12, 10 do's you have to apply for successful webinars. Get to know your audience well. For starters, you need to set the theme of your webinar. For that, you must get to know your audience and know what kind of content will interest them. Do not focus on what you want to hear, but instead on your audience's needs. Remember that a sincere and respectful interaction will make your webinar something pleasant. Always bear in mind that the public is the main driver for the success of your webinar. An engaged public guarantees your permanence, prestige, and above all, a lot of publicity, because they will be the ones sharing their experience with others. Select your presentation format. You must decide what format you're going to use to create your webinar. Also, does your face appear in it? Will there be guests? Will there be a presenter? Or maybe will you only show slides? All of this must be very clear because it is an event that requires a lot of organization. The format you choose must be fully attached to your webinar theme. Everything must be related, taking into account your organizational capacity. Webinars offer this feature, the flexibility of adapting it to the user in a manner that makes it a formidable experience. Make sure you have all the needed resources available. If you will be appearing in the webinar, try to have a good webcam. If possible, get a high-definition one. When talking live, you'll need a good microphone. Something that can certainly discourage any audience engagement is poor audio quality. If they cannot hear your voice clearly, they cannot hear your message. The webinar presenters should always wear wired headphones or earphones, not wireless, because the audio quality is much better. Your audience will thank you by staying engaged to your webinar. For this reason, you must have good quality equipment. Arrange your webinar accurately. Prepare the talk. Create a script with the content you plan to share, organize your ideas, and rehearse. Many people improvise and produce really painful webinars, in which the speaker is silent, looking for new things to say or simply contradicts himself. Look for images that fit the content. Look for very good quality ones. Plan what you are going to show and even consider having breaks so you will not stray from your timeline. Keep time during the welcoming part, presentation, and round of questions. Rehearsing is the key to making it look natural. Be accurate and relevant. An excellent webinar should be very precise. What does that mean? It should not be improvised or left to chance. It is essential that it is accompanied by phrases and keywords and an excellent PowerPoint presentation to reinforce your story. This presentation should add to your webinar, so provide interesting data graphs and charts. Do not overload it with text, because it will take away more than providing something. It should complement what you're saying. The idea of doing very specific webinars is that you can give your audience valuable information. Give concrete explanations. The way to keep an audience interested in your content is by letting them know that everything you are teaching can be applied in their area or activity in which they are engaged. For this reason, when explaining things, get to the point. Those people who are participating in a webinar are seeking keys, experiences, methods, etc. that might help them to develop or improve their own line of work. So aim to be as specific as possible. Your public will value your commitment and dedication. Include real success stories. If you've developed a campaign for a client and helped them increase their earnings in just a couple of months, then include that story. However, do not say something that is not true. The truth is far more convincing than a lie, which can be easily discredited. Choose topics of interest. One way to maintain a high number of attendees in your webinars is to pick topics of interest which are focused and adapted to the audience you are targeting, topics related to their line of work. Nowadays, there are too many ways of upgrading and innovating any kind of activity, and that gives you countless opportunities when it comes to selecting a topic. All this will strengthen your performance. Create a landing page. Create a landing page on your website or blog. You can use Lander App, HubSpot, Impact, or FormStack that requires a name, company name, and email address to register and has all the information about your webinar. This will handle the registration process, and your audience will come to your webinar expecting the exact information you are going to share. At the end of the event, you will possess a list of people you know for certain that are interested in that particular topic. Post a short video that describes the benefits of your webinar. Create a 1-minute video that describes what people will learn in your webinar. You could post it on your website or blog, share it through social networks, and use it in email marketing. People are visual learners. You'll be surprised how well this simple thing works. Follow each of these directions and you'll certainly come up with a stunning webinar.